Hello. Alright, so for this video I am going to share with you guys my book haul from Half Price Bookstore. I had just recently recorded my second book bundler video after like the first mishap. We had recorded a while back ago and then had to make a new one, so I just recorded that, took a little break and decided to just keep going. Let's get this let's keep going. So anyways, so I have a whole bag full of books from Half Price Bookstore, and then I also bought 2 books from Barnes and Noble, and so I'm going to share those with you guys today. Alright, so let's see here. I got The Man Called Ove. I haven't watched the movie yet. I'm debating on whether or not I should watch the movie first and then read the book, or read the book and then watch the movie. I know it's going to be sad. I think I kind of heard the ending somewhere. I don't know. I think I watched like a review and they kind of said the ending, or I just kind of got the idea of what was going to happen. But they say that it's such a good book. And I actually have this author, Fredrik Backman. I have another book of his called Beartown. I started reading it, but then I stopped. It sounds really interesting, but I was having a hard time getting into the story. And like in my previous videos, it takes me a while to get into a story, usually. It's very rare that I can get into a book right away. And so I need to give books more time and not DNF them or get rid of them before I actually give them a good chunk of time. But I have this book, so I am looking forward to reading it. I think I'll definitely be reading this book when I know I don't have anywhere to go. Like this is going to be a book that I need to read at home, because I have a feeling it's just going to make me cry. So I have this book here. And I have this book, The Samurai Garden. The title caught my attention. The Samurai's Garden. I'm like, oh, this must be like some sort of like martial arts type of book. And then I saw the cover. I'm like, wow, that's beautiful. And so, on the eve of the Second World War, Stephen, a young Chinese man, is sent to his family's summer home in Japan to recover from TB. Tuberculosis. I can't say that word, so it's TB. Under the care of the housekeeper and master gardener, Matsu, he will rest, swim in the sea, and paint in a brilliant shoreside light. It will be quiet and solitary. As he begins to recover, young Stephen has his own adventure, but it is the unfolding story of Matsu, Sachi, and Kinzo that will seize your imagination and stay with you long after you have finished this beautifully crafted and moving masterpiece. This just sounds so good. So I'm excited to read this. And during this visit to one of the bookstores, I had... Whoa! Okay, it's not damaged. Alright, I happened to get 2 bookmarks. I got this one. It's like I guess how Half Price bookstores used to look. It's like an old school looking bookmark. I got that, and then I got this really cute one on blossom trees. So I'm gonna put that in my little bookmark cup. And then let's see. Let me just put, I like to save my receipts here. I'm gonna just put this with the garden one. Alright, so I'll keep that there. And then I have this one, Killers of a Certain Age. This is a book that I actually bought and read. I was so excited to get this book. Like, the title caught my attention. Like, Killers of a Certain Age. The feel of the book, it's not like slippery. It's kind of, it has grip to it. And then even the cover is just so, like, it caught my attention. And even like the back, they were saying, like BuzzFeed said, that this Golden Girls meets James Bond thriller is a journey you want to be part of. So I'm like, wow, this sounds so good. And you know, it's about these older women who are assassins, and then they retire, and while they're on like a boat, having like while they're on the boat, you know, enjoying their retirement, they are being pursued. And so I will, if I can remember, I'll do a book review on this. No spoilers. Maybe well, I'll let you guys know if I do spoilers. I'll let you know. But to be honest, I wasn't a fan of this book. It took me more than half. It took me like almost half the book to get into this story, and then it started getting somewhat interesting, and then I was just like, okay, like it was okay. It wasn't what I expected, so I'm kind of disappointed. I don't see myself keeping it because I don't like it, and I don't see myself ever reading it again. But I'll hold on to it until I do my review. But I have this book here. And if you guys have read this book, did you like it? What did you like about it? If you didn't like it, what did you not like about it? Let me know. But I'll try to remember to do a review on this book. Another book, some other books I got was, so this one is called Murder on Main Street. It's like a book, short story books about murder. I just thought it sounded so interesting. I like that it was short stories, so I can get into a story, finish it, and be done with it, and then come back to it when I was ready for another one. And I got it on their clearance section for $3. So that was pretty awesome. So I'm glad I have this short story book collection. I have that, and then the book I have is by Freida McFadden, The Coworker. I have never read any of her books, but this kind of intrigued me. You know, two women, an office filled with secrets, one terrible crime that can't be taken back. So I just kind of got intrigued by this story, so I'm going to give her a try eventually, and hopefully I like it, and then maybe I'll give her other books a try. But if you have read her books before, what are some other books that you like by her, and what books should I read if I want to give her another chance? Let me know. Alright, but I do also like the cover, and I like how they did The Coworker. That caught my attention. So I have this book here, and then I have now I already have, if you watched my my video on the fiction books that I have, you saw that I have like an older version of Jane Eyre. And it's a book that I don't want to really touch because it's kind of old, and it was given to me by my grandmother, and I don't want to get it more damaged than it already is. So I decided to just get another book, another Jane Eyre book, and this will be the book that I will try to read. The print is kind of small, but I like that it's kind of pocket size. And it'll be a book that I'll probably just keep with me. And then if I really, really like Jane Eyre, I may get another version, a better version of this. But I'm still going to keep mine, even if I don't like this book. But I have a feeling I will, because I love the different movie versions. I like the whole, I like the different movie versions. And so I like the story behind it. And so I'm really interested to see how the book is. And yeah, I'm definitely going to have to try to get like a better version if I do really like reading the story. So I have that. And then I have The Messy Lives of Book People. I'm really intrigued and really excited about books that are about books. Or about people who like books. Or people who like reading books, like writing books, or anything that deals with books. That just sounds so like cozy and interesting to me. And so this book sounds really good. I know it's about a mother named Liv. She becomes a housekeeper for this author, but when this author passes away, the author somehow wants Liv to finish her book. But it seems like there's some sort of secret between those two. Maybe, I don't think Liv knows, but it looks like the author Essie knows. Anyway, it just sounds really interesting. So if you want to read the back here, it looks blurry. But if you guys want to check this book out, it just sounds really good. So I'm looking forward to reading this. And then another one I have is The Thursday Murder Club. So this is another book that just sounds really cozy and fun. They say that it's entertaining and they like it. From the reviews I've watched, and I've always liked like cozy mysteries, you know, like Hercule Poirot. I think those are very cozy. Murder, She Wrote, that's cozy. I like stuff like that. and so I'm hoping that this will be really entertaining and fun when I start reading it. Alright, another book that I have, I've been wanting to read this story for a while. It's called The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, and I found this cute little so it says The Legend of Sleepy Hollow and Other Stories by Washington Irving. So this just looks, first of all, the cover is really cute, and I'm not really the type of person that just goes by a cover. Like, other things have to like align for me to want to get the book, but the cover is just gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. And then I've been wanting to read Legend of Sleepy Hollow. I've always liked that short story, especially the cartoon version. And then I also liked the version with what's the actor, Johnny Depp. I really liked that version. So I like the different versions of Sleepy Hollow. And so I wanted to read like the real, not the real story, but like the one who created the story, to see what his version is. I'm sure it's not going to be as cozy and fun as the kid, and it's definitely not going to be like the one with Johnny Depp. And I don't remember the name of that movie. I can't believe it, but it was really good. So I have this short story collection by him. Oh, and I have some bookmarks too. All right, let me see what other stories are in this book. Okay, so I have Roscoe, Rip Van Winkle, Mutability of Literature, The Spectre Bridegroom, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, The Student of Salamanca, The Adventure of My Uncle, The Adventure of My Aunt, The Adventure of the German Student, The Adventure of the Mysterious Stranger, The Story of the Young Italian, Kid the Pirate, The Devil and Tom Walker, Wolfert, Weber, or Golden Dreams, The Legend of Don Munio, Sancho de Hinojosa. So are these all his stories? Like, the only ones I knew about was Sleepy Hollow and Rip Van Winkle. Those are the only ones that I knew of. But this is awesome. So I'm glad that there's more. When I bought it, I didn't even look at the chapters. I just bought it because it says Sleepy Hollow, and I've been wanting to read it anyways. So I'm definitely going to be checking this book out. I may try to save it for the fall, so when it gets kind of cozy, this will be a fun book to keep around. And then I also bought this bookmarker. Still working on my camera angle, but here's this, and I got this one. These did not come with strings attached to them, but that's okay. I'll maybe eventually I may eventually add them on. So I have that. And then, let's see. Now, I'm sure some of you guys, if some or maybe all of you have heard of Monk, but did you know that Monk had books? Like, how exciting is that? He actually had books, guys. And so I happened to find 3 of them at Half Price Books, and they were on clearance for $1. So this one was $1, and then these 2 were $3. So now I know one of the books is actually was supposed to be part of the show, but I was about let me see. It's supposed to be part of the show. Let's see. This one was supposed to be part of the show. It was about him on a boat. Now, how awesome would it have been to see Monk on a boat? Like, he would have gone nuts. But they decided against it I forgot why though. Let me see. Right here. I'm sorry. Here it is. Okay. So one of the points of pride in the Monk's writer's room was that we never threw out a script. In 8 full seasons, there was never a Monk episode that didn't get final network approval. This is rare, probably some sort of record. No matter how much everyone may say they love a storyline, most shows produce a script or 2 every year that gets thrown into the trash bin. That being said, there was one Monk episode that we lost, through no fault of our own. Now that's sad. During season 3, someone got the bright idea to put Monk and Sharona on a cruise ship. The USA Network loved it, and we turned in a great script. Then came the job of securing a location. Turns out the cruise lines were sensitive about murders on their ships and people falling overboard. We tried everything to persuade them. We changed the killer's identity, lowered the number of victims, etc. A close friend of mine and a huge Monk fan was marketing director for Norwegian Cruise Lines. She read the script and told me to get lost. Wow. So a Monk fan told them to get lost. In a last-ditch effort, we contemplated filming on the Queen Mary, now a floating hotel in Long Beach. But that fell through. That's really sad. I would have loved to have seen this as a TV show. Over the next 5 years, whenever we got low on plot twists, we would turn longingly to Mr. Monk is at Sea. Oh, so that's what the title would have been. Mr. Monk is at Sea. This one is called Mr. Monk Gets on Board. So they changed it. And make a few calls. It became our white whale, the one monk that never got made. Episode 126. If you haven't guessed by now, this is that story. The long lost episode from the Monk Canyon. That's so exciting. I'm so excited about this. I love Monk. I actually own all of his seasons too. Although it has been fleshed out with Natalie instead of Sharona, which sucks. I would have kept Sharona. Various subplots and a visit to Mexico to meet old friends. It's the same crazy unimprovised plot twist that 6 demented writers came up with back in 2004. Our over is complete. Over. O-E-U-V-R-E. Over. In beginning this book, I called up Dan Dratch, the writer of record for At Sea. After spending an hour telling me what it's like working with Charlie Sheen these days, Dan agreed to go into his archives and send me 2 completely different versions of the old script. Thanks, Dan. In addition to Dan, contributors to the original include our fearless leader, Andy Breckman, his brilliant brother, David, who probably came up with the murder method, Joe Toplin, who tried his best to keep us within the bounds of reality, and comedy legend Tom Sharpling. I thank them all. Last but far from least, I owe a debt of gratitude to Talia Platts, my editor. The Monk books are stronger and cleaner due to her invaluable contributions. I'd also like to give a shout out to the regulars at the Higgs Beach Dog Park, and then he thanks some other people as well. But this one is so exciting because this was supposed to be turned into a show and it wasn't, and so they decided to put it into a book. I wish they would have kept Sharona. I like Natalie, but I was a huge fan of Sharona. Like, I loved Sharona, and I was really sad when she left. And then I watched a new one recently, and I wasn't a fan of the new one, to be honest. So I'm gonna have to pretend that one doesn't exist. But I wish Sharona would have at least showed up to the movie. But anyways, I'm super excited about this book. I can't believe that this was supposed to be made into a show and they turned it down, and this is the only episode that was never made. So how exciting is that to actually have a book and read it? And I never, like I said before, I never knew that there was books. There were Monk books, and there's quite a few of them. Look at that. Like, I'm gonna have to read this and read the other 2, and then if I really like these books and they're just as good as the TV show, I am going to have to go and collect these books. And I probably need to read this summer since it's about Monk at Sea. So, can't wait to read that. And then the next one I have is Mr. Monk on Patrol. And I'm going to take that sticker off because they covered his head. But I'm looking forward to reading that. And I have Mr. Monk is miserable. Like, he's always miserable though. And that's what I love about him. He's so grumpy and fun. So I have this one too. So I'm going to have to clean it all up and take these. Oh good, I can take that out actually. So I have that. So Mr. Monk is miserable. Like, I wonder how miserable is he going to be in this one compared to all the other shows that he was been on in these books. So I'm so glad I have that. And then I also have, let's see. Oh, and when I bought Monk, I bought this bookmark. How cute is that? Little patchworks. Super cute. Alright, the next book, set of books I got. Well, here's another bookmark that I got. It's a wooden one. I thought it was super cute. Something different. I'm going to start collecting bookmarks. I mean, I guess I'm already collecting them, but I'm going to keep going. Alright, so the next one I got is a murder at the House of Rooster Happiness. The title sounds, anything that just says murder at, or murder, like murder mystery, whatever, it just intrigues me. So this looks pretty cozy. It looks fun. I like the cover. It looks like it's not in America. I believe it's in India or Thailand. Okay, it's in Thailand. So it says it's the first novel in a captivating new series. So if I really like this, I'm going to keep going with it. So 2 nights ago, a young woman brought her husband into the emergency room at the Srifat Hospital in Thailand, where he passed away. A guard thinks she remembers her coming in before, but with a different husband, one who also died. Ooh. Ladarat Padalung, for one, would have been happier without a serial murderer, if there is one loose in her hospital. Then again, she never expected to be a detective in the first place. Alright, so this is also, she's like a sleuth detective. Is that it? Is that right? Like, she's an amateur detective. So that sounds really interesting. I like that it's in a different country, and I'm hoping that I'll get to kind of help the author puts in a bit of the culture of Thailand as well. So that'll be fun. And I went to Thailand once, some years ago, to Phuket. It was right after that big storm. I can't remember, maybe 2005 or 6, maybe 2007. I can't remember when that big storm happened. But like maybe several months later in March, I went to go visit Phuket, and they were quick at fixing things up. It was getting better. It actually didn't really look like there was any damage from that hurricane. But anyways, I'm excited that I got this book, and I can't wait to read it. So, and then my next book is The Secret Garden. When I was a kid, I wasn't a fan of The Secret Garden or The Little Princess. I don't know why, those stories just didn't intrigue me. I also wasn't a fan of Annie. But I feel like I need to give those stories another try, and then even watch those movies again and give it a try as an adult. Maybe as an adult I'll like them. And I just feel like they're classics, so maybe I'll like the book first, and then, but anyway, I want to give it a try. So I have The Secret Garden, and I only got it for $1.99. So I have that, and then I have A Lady's Guide to Mischief and Mayhem. Like, how does that just sounds so interesting. Got it for $3 too at Half Price Books. So in England, 1865, newspaper columnist Lady Catherine Bascombe finds herself the subject of speculation when her latest article leads to an arrest in the murders plaguing London. The English believe women ought not to write about such vulgar things as crime, and a particularly attractive detective inspector is incensed that she's interfered with his investigation. To escape her sudden notoriety, Catherine heads to the country, only to witness a murder upon her arrival. Unbelievable, this poor lady. Detective Inspector Andrew Eversham, is it the same detective? Is appalled when Lady Catherine entangles herself in one of his cases again. Alright, this sounds fun. Her sensationalist reporting already nearly got him kicked off the police force, and he'll be damned if he permits her to meddle a second time. Yet, her questions are awfully insightful, and he can't deny his attraction to both her beauty and brains. As the clues point to a dangerous criminal, the two soon realize their best option is working together, but with their focus on the killer lurking in the shadows, neither is prepared for the other risk the case poses to their hearts. So this sounds interesting. I can't wait to get into this as well. This looks like a nice cozy mystery, and it looks like it's going to be really fun and cute. I hope they have good banter with each other. I love a romance novel, whether it's romance / like thriller or mystery. I like when they have good banter. So I'm looking forward to this. And then on one of the days that I went to Half Price Bookstore, there was like this local author that that was doing signings, and so I just happened to take a look at his stuff, and I decided to buy one of his short story books. So this is called Prompts, a collection of stories by Tank Gunner. So this is him. This is one of his books. And so it's just a bunch of short stories, like really short stories. I remember him telling me, like, he just happened to like take a writing class for the fun of it. And so while he was doing that, he decided to like put his short story collections to, like, his teacher would give them prompts. And from those prompts, they would have to write a story. And so he saved his works and he put them in a short story format, and then he just started to keep writing. And so now he creates his own prompts, or he'll look for prompts and then he'll write his story. And so this is one of his prompts, short story collections that have a bunch of them in there. I think he has another one as well, but I got this one. So this is him. So that's him when he was younger, and this is him now that he's older. He was a really nice guy. Enjoyed talking to him. I enjoyed taking a look at his book collections. So here's one of his stories here. And then let's see. These are some of his other stories. Sorry guys, here you go. And then, let me see if I can find his website. Is there a website? Oh, so you can buy his books at Tank Gunner 6, all capitalized, the number 6, all capitalized, .blogspot.com. And if I can remember, I'll put his link underneath the description. But yeah, I haven't read them yet. I need to start giving it a try. But I just thought that why not buy one of his books, and especially because he's a local author as well. Alright, so also I actually got him to sign for me. So he said, "This is from my friend. Some of these stories are true." Alright, so that'll be fun. I'm hoping that he may tell us if it's true, which ones are true. That's what I'm hoping for. But either way, I'm glad I met him, and it's nice to meet a local author and to give him some support. Alright, so something else that I bought at Half Price Bookstore was music and a movie. So I bought the Disney's Secret of the Wings. I absolutely love this story of Tinkerbell and her sister. Such a cute movie. If you haven't seen it, definitely go watch it. As an adult, I still watch cartoons. Like, I still like children books and middle grade books and all that. So I'm glad I don't remember when I first watched it, but I loved it. And then I decided to, when I saw it at Half Price Bookstore, I decided to get it. So I have this. And then I also have Tim McGraw. I like Tim McGraw. He's one of my favorite country singers. And then my ultimate favorite singer is Mariah Carey. I don't have Glitter. I have almost all of her other albums. I think I have all of her albums except for this, I think. And so I finally got Glitter. And then I also got Michael Jackson. What is this? Michael Jackson and Jackson 5. So I got that. It looks like a double CD. Triple CD. Look at that. So this is exciting. I love Michael Jackson and the Jackson 5. So I'll definitely be listening to this. So it's like just their popular songs like ABC, Who's Loving You, Dancing Machine. So I have this collection here. Yay. And then I've started collecting records. Let's see here. Oh, I have this record. I bought this one at Walmart. Michael Jackson, Thriller. Got this one at Walmart. Haven't even opened it yet. I really need to start. I bought these and I have a record player. I need to start listening to them. So I have that. And then I found Mariah Carey's Caution. This is such a good album. Like, I mean, I love all of her music, like all of her albums. But this one is also really, really good. And so I feel like it should have done better, and I don't think it did. And I wish she would have put more songs in there. Like, I just want more Mariah Carey. And I'm hoping that one day she'll do a jazz album. Like, I think she could do jazz really well. That would be so much fun to listen to. Another record I got is The Sound of Music. I love the music from The Sound of Music. Even the movie, the music was so good. So I have this, and it's old, and I love it. So hopefully it works, and it's not damaged. And then another musical that is my favorite is My Fair Lady. I loved My Fair Lady as a kid. It was so much fun to watch, and so I have the record. So I got that. So this was my collection at Half Price Bookstore that I went to around January. I think towards the end of January, early March. And also, and last but not least, I got this cute little bag. I love the little, like, what is this? Turquoise blue. It's so cute. Very summery. I love the van and the stack of books. They're just like going on vacation to read books. I love it. So I got that. Alright guys, so these are my collections. These are my little collections. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying with me. And you guys have a great day, and I will see you next time. Alright, bye. Oh! One more. I completely forgot. My Barnes & Noble. I went to Barnes & Noble around, like, I went to like 4 half-price bookstores, like all within like 2 days of each other. And then I went to, like, maybe a couple days later, or maybe a week later, I went to Barnes & Noble, and I bought The Midnight Library. I heard it's good, and I think I heard someone say it's sad though, but it's good. And you know, like I said, I like anything that deals with books, libraries, writing, all that stuff. It just sounds so cozy and fun. I'm hoping that this will be fun, even though it might be sad. I'm hoping that I'll still be entertained and maybe even learn something from this book. So I have that. And then this is my current read. It's called The Love Scribe. So far the book is okay. It's not bad. I'm just not like fully invested in the characters. I think like the main character Anne is kind of boring. I'm hoping that she kind of gets more interesting to me. But like I am on chapter 7, page 81. So yeah, it's kind of been like a slow read. But also I bought this bookmarker which matches my bag. How cute is that? Look at that. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see. But yeah, anyways, I have this cute little bookmark, and I'm trying to read this book, and it's not boring. Like it's not a hard read. Like she's easy to, like, this story was easy to get into. It's just, I'm just not invested in the character. And like I said, it does take me a bit to get into a story. But I'm gonna keep going, and I'm hoping that I'll eventually like this story. Alright guys, that is it. Thank you for watching. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Alright, bye.